What's up, Moto Brats? It's Special God here, and today we're gonna talk about this part two of what if Naruto had Broly's potential. As I said in the last video, I wanna complete the series as soon as possible because I kind of like the series and it's pretty interesting. From my point of view, I don't know about your guys' point of view, but from my point of view, it is very interesting. So, anyways, without any further ado, let's get watching. So, the last time we left off when the Team 7's new team was selected. First, it was Sakura, Naruto, and Sasuke. Now it's Sasuke, Naruto, and Shikamaru. And Naruto basically insulted Sakura for being useless and being like Sasuke type of girl. And Shikamaru joined the fray to calm down Naruto because he's the only one who can calm down Naruto at this point in time because he's not fully at a point where he can control the power. So, anyways, Team 7 this now is the bell test time. And Kakashi still introduced the bell test as normally he would, and Naruto is he's hyped because he's gonna fight a Jonin, and he doesn't know about his huge ass potential. Kicking. He grows while he battles. So Naruto, being Naruto, jumps into the fray when Kakashi starts, and he fights Kakashi one-on-one. And Kakashi is impressed by Naruto's Taijutsu skills. I mean, what is there? Just punching and kicking. He's blocking, punching and kicking. That's all there is to it. But Naruto's still unpredictable ninja. Number one unpredictable ninja. But this guy has potential, a huge ass potential. So that's not the problem. So Naruto, Naruto still gets his ass whooped. Not ass whooped, but say he gets beaten by the 1,000 needles of death. But this time when Naruto's battling Kakashi, Naruto's having a bit difficulty at he's trying his hardest to touch Kakashi, but it can't. But so after some time he's able to land some kicks and punches to Kakashi, and after that he's able to fight on par with Kakashi, and after that he literally overpowers Kakashi. So Kakashi has to use his body flicker technique to come behind Naruto and use the 1,000 needles of death to send him away for the time being, because what is his name? Kakashi is afraid of Naruto. Is getting worried about Naruto's potential. This guy is growing at a rapid rate. And then he figures out about how that 32 what the incident happened some couple of years ago. So then Shikamaru goes to Sasuke and says that Naruto will be back, so we have to make opportunity for him. Sasuke is like, why should we make opportunity for that dope? So Shikamaru is like, he's the only one who can stand up to Kakashi, and because he grows like in a godlike pace, and that we have to use it against our advantage. Sasuke is like, he's emo, he doesn't want to, but Shikamaru has a point, and he's the intelligent one in the class. Even though Sasuke gets the top, but Sasuke knows about who the real intelligent one is, So Sasuke begrudgingly accepts Shikamaru's plan, and they start. Shikamaru's plan is so basically bring Kakashi to corner where Shikamaru can use his shadow position jutsu to stay in place, and that is the time when Naruto will come out and beat the hell out of Kakashi, and Sasuke will take the belts. Naruto, he's in the underwater thinking, just doing his stuffs, and what's his name? Sasuke comes out using a fireball jutsu, and he goes into jutsu battle with Kakashi, who's whooping his ass, but he still has to go through the plan, and he's using every jutsu he has in his arsenal. Fireball jutsu, Phoenix Fire jutsu. I don't know much about the jutsu, so don't blame me for it. But basically what is happening is Sasuke is trying to bait Kakashi, and Kakashi is really not minding because he also thinks that Sasuke is kind of Naruto guy, and he's getting trapped in Chicago, Shikamaru's that whole plan. So now Kakashi gets to a corner, he grabs into a tree, but he really doesn't care about it. But that tree was near to Shikamaru, so and the sun was also up, so at the correct time. I mean, the sun is up noon. No. It doesn't work on suns, but the shadow is shadow is able to help. At the time, it's the trees are covering the sun rays, so shadows are able to go. So what's his name? Shikamaru is able to use a shadow projection jutsu to keep Kakashi in place until Naruto comes like and he comes out. He's not in range, but he's excited with the 20 shadow clones, the second cannon. And then he sees what Kakashi is just there. Sasuke is a little behind, exhausted and panting, and he sees Shikamaru. Shikamaru nods to him. He nods to Shikamaru because he understands the gist. He understands what Shikamaru is planning. Because as I said in the previous video, Shikamaru and Naruto are close, are even more close than Choji and Shikamaru. So Naruto pretty much can understand what Shikamaru is planning, because he has this personality like it's troublesome, that kind of personality. So he would also take one of his mindsets. He can understand what Shikamaru says easily. So Naruto not blitzes, he goes full speed to Kakashi and starts beating him mercilessly, because he did the 1,000 needles of death, and Kakashi is gonna pay for that by Naruto's fists. Kakashi was caught off guard by the shadow projection jutsu, and now he's getting bashed by Naruto in the face. Is unable to see Sasuke, who grabs the bell and tells Naruto to finish it. Naruto comes back and tells his other 20 clones to full throttle fire, and they don't really have any jutsus. No, Naruto does have he learns many jutsus from the as I said, he learns many jutsu from the stole of Skrilling. So every goddamn, every goddamn clones make a Rasengan and jump to Kakashi. Kakashi's like, Rasengan? Oh my god! He doesn't have time to react, and all the Rasengans come at him. He doesn't take it at full force, because Kakashi is pretty much doomed. So he takes out a Sharingan and dodges in the way just in time to stop the entire Rasengan battle, Rasengan pummeling thing. But then Kakashi sees Naruto, and he stares at Naruto for even he's thinking like, what the hell, how does this guy know Rasengan? This guy's even more potential than his father Minato. And that's when Naruto smiles and Sasuke smiles, and then Shikamaru walks out smiling. He's like, Kakashi is like, why are they smiling? Then Kakashi realizes, he sees the bells and where the bells were, and it's in there. What is his name? Sasuke is holding the bells, and he gives one to Shikamaru, because Shikamaru was the one who planning. Naruto sees this, and well, he really doesn't care, because he's the one who beat what is his name? He is the one who beat Kakashi, so that's all that he wants. He doesn't want the bell, because he knows he'll pass because he beat up Kakashi. Yeah. So Naruto. Naruto and Kakashi gives him the thumbs up, saying that they passed. Naruto, Shikamaru high five, and they see at Sasuke for a high five. Sasuke's like, whatever. But Naruto's like, no, he's what is that? Touches Sasuke across touches Sasuke in the cheek, and Sasuke sees this, and he just shows him his hand, saying that giving high five. Sasuke is like, I'm not gonna give, and when he turns, Naruto pulls him back and throws him up, and then he jumps, and Sasuke's hand is like, he's keeping his hand, his body is going upwards, and his hand is, his hand is, it's like, what do you say? When you're going upwards, your back tends to go back, and your hand comes to front. Yeah, that's same. Now, just high fives and catches Sasuke and brings him down safely. Sasuke is like, why the hell would you do that? And not to just say, you didn't give me high five, so I had to take an high five. That's called teamwork, dumbass. Sasuke is like, he's pissed off at Naruto for doing this, and he's also pissed off for him not being the main core player or something. Before they're going, Shikamaru gives a suggestion to Kakashi about team rolling, about what Genis are going to do what roles. Kakashi thinks about this, and he decides. Shikamaru is going to be the thinker of the team. Sasuke is going to be the jutsu guy, and Naruto is going to be the muscle of the core. Sasuke is, he's little hungry about it, but then when he thinks logically, it is correct. Even though he tries he tries to catch up to Naruto. Naruto is just going ahead in taijutsu, and he knows that Naruto's ninjutsu is bad. So Sasuke has that egoistic look, saying to Naruto just like, and also he gives a egoistic look, which pisses off Sasuke, and Sasuke egoistic look pisses off Naruto. So they both are pissed at each other for now. The teamwork will get going, but for now let's just think about what the story is going. So then comes the land of wave arcs. The 1 month goes by where Naruto gets pretty pissed off. Because pretty pissed off, we're doing D-rank missions, and because Naruto has an anger temper, he's pissed off much more quickly, but he just Shikamaru says that it's necessary for every Chunin to do that, so Naruto really can't do anything, and that's when Naruto is like, yes, enough, and tells Kakashi about doing some C rank or B rank mission. Kakashi accepts, and he tells the Hokage gives them the Tazuna mission, and land of wave arc starts. Everything goes the same, Naruto's is the same height as Sasuke, and Shikamaru's is heighter than both of them. If heighter is a word, then okay. If it's not a word, then I'm sorry. You understand what I'm trying to say. So Naruto is at the same height as Sasuke. So what is Tazuna? Really doesn't get to insult Naruto, but he thinks that this team is weak, which Naruto really doesn't care about his comment, because Naruto's like, it's troublesome to even speak. He has that attitude, right? Remember. So the land of wave, the Naruto, Sasuke, Shikamaru, and Kakashi, all four go to, and with Tazuna, they both start going to the land of waves, and that's when they meet the demon brothers. Naruto is able to see the demon brothers. He can't sense them. He can sense them. So when they jump out, instead of they go to attack Kakashi, but instead of they stabbing Kakashi, Naruto just blitz past them, punching them both to the ground. Because as I said, Naruto when he was battling with Kakashi one-on-one, Naruto just almost overpowered him. Naruto was beating down on Kakashi for some time, and that also progressed in Naruto's growth. So after this whole incident happens, Naruto, Kakashi investigates the two Chunin brothers, and Tazuna says that it's D rank mission, B rank, B or A rank mission, but Naruto just says it doesn't matter, and they continue. And that's when they take the ship, go to the they take a boat, go to the other side of this. They come to the land of waves, and that's when the mist starts to fall. Naruto, can sense Zabuza, a huge ass power level, not power level. He can sense a huge ass chakra or ki. Basically, ki and chakra are both same in this what if. So that's that. And Naruto can sense ki, so basically he can sense chakra. So anyways, Naruto just demolishes. I mean, he doesn't demolish. He goes and he tells the team to duck down. Kakashi and Sasuke are like, why? I mean, Shikamaru ducks down with Tazuna. Tazuna's like, why? I duck down. Naruto sees that Kakashi and Sasuke are not ducking down. Naruto turns and jumps and catches, holds Kakashi's and Sasuke's head, bows them with him coming to the ground, and the execution blades goes past them, cutting Naruto's hair, not fully, but just a scratch of it. So basically, Kakashi's and Sasuke's face was saved by Naruto. And then Zabuza lands on his executioner's blade like a boss. And that encounters goes the same. Kakashi introducing Zabuza of the hidden mist, and Zabuza introducing Kakashi as the Kakashi how to get a copy ninja. Yeah. Oh guys, now I was thinking about the D rank and C rank missions. Team 7 was highly known for their D rank and C rank missions, but we never, not highly known, they were known, they were known as a powerful team, but they didn't even do most of missions. They did some D ranks, I think 2 C ranks, and that's it. I mean, then Sasuke, betrayed the team, and sure, then Naruto just went, Naruto just went to his own job, but that's not important. I was just thinking, so I wanted to tell you guys. So where were we? They both introduced, Zabuza and Kakashi both introduced themselves, and Kakashi, shows his Sharingan, who nobody could see the last time because he just showed it a second, then he closed it. But this time now Kakashi shows it, and Sasuke is like, Sharingan, and Naruto's like, impressive, because he didn't think that Kakashi would have Sharingan, because he doesn't. And anyways, and their fight goes the same until Kakashi gets locked up in the water cage. When Naruto sees it, he's like, okay, I'm gonna take the lead. He just shows his fist. No, he doesn't show his fist, he just shows his fist. He shows the hand to Shikamaru, not in front of his face, but like a signal. Shikamaru understands what needs to be done. He starts making a plan by touching his fingers. Not that's a weird way. Touching his hand. No. That's really weird. Yeah, he touches his hand together and starts thinking. Sasuke is like, what to do, and at the time, Shikamaru makes a plan by saying the entire, the team roles. Sasuke understands about the plan, and Naruto's like, hell yeah. Naruto also senses someone else at the top of the tree, and he also tells that to Shikamaru to watch out. That's it. So Shikamaru, being the strategist, also watches out. And Naruto and Sasuke go a little front, and Sasuke uses I was gonna say the Amaterasu, but he's just using the Fireball Jutsu to distract Zabuza, and he gets distracted. He thought, oh, you're gonna do the Fireball Jutsu, it's weak, and he slashes the Fireball Jutsu with his blade. But then he sees Naruto with he's like, oh my god, it's like 15 Narutos with the whole ass Rasengan in their hand. Yeah, so basically in the Sasuke's distraction, Naruto's the Taijutsu guy. So He's touching. He's like, oh my god, he swings. He again swings the. He again swings this execution sword, and it cuts with 5 Shadow Clones, but there's still 10 Shadow Clones with Rasengan, including Naruto. So Naruto and 9 extra Shadow Clones with 9 Rasengan slam into Zabuza, which is pretty damaging. Yeah, basically Zabuza's body entire burst. No, he didn't die, but yeah, he's pretty injured to the point he's gonna die, because in each and every body, Rasengan, in each and every part of the body, a Rasengan is placed in the face, in the stomach, in the back, in the the side, in the hands. So basically, he drops his executioner blade down, and then a whole has 10 Rasengan, jump at him, and that's hurt a lot. Zabuza loses his footing, loses his chakra control. Naruto is like not flying in the water, jumped, used Jasmine and do the Rasengan, and which frees Kakashi. But since Naruto doesn't have the chakra control, he falls down into the water with Zabuza. But Naruto, quickly sees Zabuza in the water and catches him to, so that he doesn't drown and die. But he really doesn't care if he drowns and die. But he doesn't want to Zabuza, to mix under the water or something. He doesn't know that jutsu exists, but he doesn't want to be, he doesn't want to be overly sensitive. What am I saying? He wants to be safe than sorry. So he brings Zabuza up and gives him to Kakashi, and then he goes down for the executioner's blade, because he saw Zabuza, that huge ass blade Zabuza has in his hands. He's just swinging like it's nothing. So he wants to know the blade. He swims down, picks up the blade, and he sees the weight in it. He's like, oh my god. But Naruto uses full strength, which makes him a little out of breath. But Naruto, gets to the shore and he gets up. And then what he sees, which kind of shocks him. So let's go to a few seconds earlier. So after giving Kakashi the, I was gonna say heart medicine. Oh my god. Yeah, after giving Kakashi Zabuza's body, which is gonna die sooner or later. Haku can't do anything about it. Kakashi takes Zabuza to the shore and starts questioning him, but then the 5 Senbons come at him, which, what is his name? Yep. Oh my god. Yeah, Kakashi sees and he dodges, which hits. He doesn't, it hits the tree, and Haku comes. He's really mad because he senses Zabuza's chakra depleting way faster. So he knows that Zabuza is gonna die, so he wants to take Zabuza and kill them and all. So he uses a ice dome mirror, instantly trapping Zabuza, Shikamaru, Sasuke and Kakashi. So when Naruto comes up, he sees the dome which was just built there. So Naruto comes to the show, gets up and has executioner's blade when he tries to use it, but it's so weird, so he doesn't really want to do it now because it's going to be time waste. So he just puts it to the ground so he can take it later. Then he uses Shadow Clone Jutsu, but he makes 30 of them, uses the Rasengan and breaks through the mirrors with that. And he sees confusion. There are Senbons in each of the bags except for Tazuna, who Shikamaru is protecting with his life. He doesn't get angry, he's like shocked about what the hell happened. He's angry but not that angry. He can go into Kuruma's rage or the Ikari form. He's just angry like why? Not that kind of angry. Just a small angry type. But anyways, Naruto saves everyone, and Haku's like, what? How did you defeat? How did you break my dome glass? He's like, I don't care, and jumps to Haku, uses the Rasengan on spot and drills. I mean, literally drills Haku. Yes, not wasting any more time, he uses his full power in the Rasengan. So it's pretty deadly. He didn't use full power with Zabuza because he wanted to check how Zabuza's power was. So he didn't expect Zabuza to just fall off. So yeah, and he uses the entire chakra he has, his normal Uzumaki chakra left, and uses the not hugest Rasengan, a more dense Rasengan to drill Haku to the core. I mean, it just goes all the way out. So Haku has a hole in his stomach. Haku collapses, and he crawls with his life to Zabuza, and Zabuza, he's dying, and Haku is dying. They both catch hands and they both die. Yeah, that's all there is to it. Naruto, after using a huge condensed chakra, falls to the ground exhausted, but he doesn't get knocked out. He then Kakashi Sensei also Kakashi Sensei full knocked out. So yeah, then Sasuke picks up Naruto, and Kakashi, what is his name? Yeah, Naruto can walk, but he needs some time, so they rest there itself. Naruto can walk, so he tells Sasuke and Shikamaru to take Kakashi and go on. He'll be back to them. And Naruto gets up, goes back, and drags the Executioner's blade. He just drags it. He doesn't know any of that scroll sealing jutsu. He can scale weapons and all. He just drags there, with all his power which he has. So he's getting a bit powerful. He they go to Tazuna's house, and Kakashi gets to rest. Oh my god, he gets to rest there, and in that, and Kakashi wakes up. He teaches all three of them the tree climbing, and first it is Naruto to get the hang of it, second it is Shikamaru, and third it is Sasuke. Sasuke is pretty pissed off about Naruto being first of him again, and Shikamaru sees this, and Shikamaru talks to Sasuke privately. Naruto is just doing his little thing, swinging the sword, getting a hang of it. He wants to become stronger. He wants to move like what Zabuza did. The huge ass sword, which is hugely heavy, and he just swings it like it's paper. He wants to do that too. He's interested. But anyways, Shikamaru talks to Sasuke about how Naruto was his past, because Naruto and Shikamaru are that much of a closer friendship, and Sasuke understands about Naruto being bullied from the very start, and yeah, that's also there. And due to Naruto having the nine-tailed Jinchuriki inside of him, which he knows, and also his parents, because in the last episode I forgot the bikes. I forgot to mention that the fourth, after becoming again the third Hokage summoned Naruto to his office and told him about his backstory, as he promised Kushina. So Naruto knows that he is the nine-tailed Jinchuriki. He knows that he is the fourth Hokage's son, and so he that is there. So he tells us, Shikamaru tells this to Sasuke, and Sasuke is shocked because he didn't think that he would be the fourth Hokage's son. But then he understands that the fourth Hokage saved them, and due to what Naruto had to suffer, this was, the village treated Naruto like bullshit. Even if his father saved him, the village treated like bullshit. So it's like a repentment. The life gives him a repentment. It's just like that. So Sasuke understands that Naruto has gone through many difficulties, even more than Sasuke. Sasuke is like crazy, like I'm gonna get revenge on Itachi, that kind of stuff. But then when he compares himself to Naruto, he has a different perspective. Everyone was bullying him, but he stood up to them. He proved them wrong. He could have taken revenge using Kuruma's chakra, but he stood up to them, what they expected. He dragged them down. I mean, he broke their expectations. They thought he was going to be a good for nothing demon, but see, Naruto is a genin and is one of the strongest fighters in the genin, the strongest fighter in the genin, as well as in the Chunin. Sasuke is like, So Sasuke tells his condition of a story, and Shikamaru is like, then why don't you make that revenge kind of thing your power, and try to beat Naruto. So if you try to beat Naruto, you grow stronger automatically, and that will result in you killing Itachi. Sasuke thinks about it, and he's like, Shikamaru is making good sense, and Sasuke has a different perspective of Naruto. He was thinking Naruto is just like a stupid idiot who doesn't have a family and he doesn't care. But after hearing Naruto's backstory, being the fourth Hokage's son, and he had to be given respect, but the village instead gave him torture. It changed Sasuke's way, and Sasuke wanted to be strong, surpass Naruto, but in his own way, not by borrowing power. He had this ideal, so he's not hungry like power. He's still hungry for power, but not in that way. He will do anything to get power. In this timeline, Sasuke, he wants to get power by himself, by working hard, instead of just doing the short way out. Naruto's powerful just by working hard. So Naruto, he doesn't hear this, he's just swinging his executioner's blade. Kakashi is resting, and Team 7 heads out a couple of days later and Naruto, just in case, leaves the Shadow Clone in Dazuma's house to protect them. So when the newbies come, Naruto just kills them instantly, no suffering. And and due to Naruto already killing Haku and Zabuza, there's no interference with them until Gato shows up, and Naruto's he wants to take it out, but Sasuke comes and saying that he wants to go as well. And Naruto sees the demeanor in Sasuke. First it was arrogant and a little evil in it. He wanted to become powerful. It's still there, he wants to become powerful, but in his own way. He wants to progress like hard work. He doesn't want to take the short way out. So Naruto's like, go, be my guest. And Sasuke takes two kunai and starts running. And about the kunai, not the kunai, the executioner's blade, Naruto's having in his back. He's like, I'm taking the executioner's blade, no questions allowed. Kakashi is like, sure, why not? You are the one who killed Zabuza, so you take it, no problem. And Naruto's like happy, And this is gonna be not a major part, but it's gonna play a part. Naruto just swinging, he's taking a habit of the executioner's blade. He's not fully habitable, like he's not fully able to use the executioner's blade just like Zabuza, because Zabuza can just move the executioner's blade like a paper, but Naruto has to do a little effort, but Naruto is getting there. Sasuke, uses this kunai to kill the first person he has ever killed, and that the blood spurts on him, and Sasuke starts killing other people. Naruto's first kill was Zabuza, so that's and Haku. Yeah, Zabuza's and Haku. So he killed, his first kill was to level 2 Jonin, and that was not important. But anyways, in this what if it is not important. So anyway, Zabuza, not Zabuza. Gato's men were killed by Sasuke. Sasuke is heavy panting because he killed around 30 to 40 soldiers who were having swords, and he has cuts and scratches. And that's when he awakens his 2 Tomoe Sharingan, not the 1 Tomoe Sharingan, the 2 Tomoe Sharingan. He already activated the 1 Tomoe Sharingan when he didn't activate it before, but he was activating when he was fighting right now. After killing 2 to 3 men, he got that his speed was not enough, so he pushed himself off the limit to activate the 1 Tomoe Sharingan. And after killing even more people, to 20 to 30 people, now Sasuke gained 2nd Tomoe Sharingan and killed everyone, last one of them. Sasuke is expanding hardly by with the 2 Tomoe Sharingan, and Kakashi comes there and kills Gato, because he's a team leader. I mean, not the team leader, he's a team captain. That's the word, right? Yeah, the team captain. So the team Jonin captain, so he has to do the last finish, or so he thinks. And that is when the Land of Arcs completes. And now we're gonna go to the Chunin exams. Like hell, I'm gonna do that in the next episode. So yeah, that's it for this episode, guys. Thank you for watching. If you guys like this video, like, subscribe, do the necessary stuff. And if you don't, then you can understand. So peace out. Oh yeah, one more thing. If you guys want to check out the previous part, you can just check in. You can go to the channel and click the video description, and that's all. Peace out.